Hi viewers, welcome back to Smriti channel. This is my first travel vlog and this is Madhavaram waterfalls and I would like to share to you all. It is located in Chittoor district which is 35 kilometers away from Chittoor and 15 kilometers away from Aragonda. So it's a nice place and I just came to know about it through one of my relative and just plan to go. So the roads were really tough and because of recent rainfall roads everything got vanished and they made a setup like so we could able to make it with more careful and kind of so you can see the roads and greenery forest everything over here. Okay, and this is the stretch where it takes us to the waterfalls and there are a lot more to explore in here, so I will explain one after another, so just keep following follow me. Actually as soon as we reached there and we asked a guy and he guided us that the waterfalls is very nearby which is closer to that tree, and as soon as we pass on we didn't find any path or waterfalls nearby, and it was like a bigger rock surface which has like kind of slippery one, and if we run we will not be able to stop in between. So and we started to look around and we didn't find anything, and then we passed on towards a little bit and we met a guy and who is going towards the waterfalls, and we asked him and he guided us that this is the path towards the waterfalls. So it's actually uh, awesome. I don't know how to explain it. It was very nice, and this is the water path which comes from that waterfalls, and the water looks little tiny but probably water may be getting splitted across the forest, maybe multiple layers or across the forest, and water was so chill and it's very clean and pretty water, and I could able to see the surface and it's kind of glassy. It was too good and so nice. uh, but as I heard during weekends there will be lot of crowd, but the day when we went there was no much crowd and it was very less. That's why we found a lot of difficulties in between making near to that waterfalls. See the nature, greenery, water, forest. This is very near to Chittoor, and we do have, I think, three waterfalls in Chittoor district. One is Talakona, and another one is Kaigal near Kuppam Road, and this one is Madhavaram. So the guys who stays, people who stays nearby Madhavaram or Chittoor, can plan and explore these waterfalls. It's very good and it's accessible actually. I didn't find any difficulty in reaching this place. Uh, there is a road which takes to Royal Pet, which is 15 kilometers away from Madhavaram. So as soon as you cross the Madhavaram village, just next 2 kilometers, you will find mud road and you will find this waterfalls. But you need to trek a little to reach there. So You can see it. We're just trying to explore because we don't have any company and we are trying to find out the route and we are just enjoying the nature and decided to follow the water path where it goes. Because we were kind of lost here and we don't have any path or way signs which will take us to that waterfalls here. So we decided to follow this water path and reach the waterfalls. So this is what we did it and we started to move on along with this water from where it is coming. And there are a lot of things happened in between before we reach the waterfalls. Mm, we followed this path. In between there were tree branches and lot of what to say, I don't know how to explain it. Actually there is no path to cross on this water source, so we took deviations and again we joined this water path and follow the water path. And I think you can view it in this video. I felt it's just like kind of waterfalls visit, but it has become a trekking and adventure and actually everything. You people will have more fun. It's too good. And this water may be accumulating across whole forest and getting spreaded across this path and joining near in the um, small pond around, I think bigger one probably, near Madhavaram, and it flows through river via Aragunda, Thavanambally, Kanipakam, and reach Kalavakunta Reservoir. So the Chittoor district people very well aware of this Kalavakunta Reservoir, and it's already got fill and water is being released from there. See the see guys, there is no path where we are heading to, and we ourselves making path and following the water stretch here. And there were a lot of bugs, or I don't know what we call it, or like mosquitoes, which were trying to draw on the water, and we were trying to capture it, but we couldn't able to capture with our mobiles here. Mm, you know, while exploring to reach the waterfalls, it was very scary that whether we may lost the route and we may end up in somewhere far in the forest and not sure whether we may be able to come back to the starting point. So a lot of questions were rolling in the mind. But still what we did is like, okay, this water path is our source, and wherever we deviate, let's come back and join so that we will be connected to that water path and we can come back to the starting point if we lost somewhere in between. So it was kind of very great adventure, and I hope you can understand. If none were around and only we people are just going with just few members, and it's so nice. I suggest you people also to come and experience and just spend some time in waterfalls. It's really very clean and neat, and I hope you will enjoy for sure. And as soon as we cross, and at last we joined the path which actually takes us to the waterfalls. So approximately it took around 20 to 30 minutes to reach that place, and I will show you the glimpse of waterfalls. Whatever the efforts we put it and whatever the sweat we faced, everything gone as soon as we see the waterfalls here. It was so good and so nice. I felt like we made our day. See, the water flow was heavy. We were not able to sit underneath of the water, and there were only few members which were all around and taking snaps, videos, and getting drenched in that water. And kids were all around. It was so nice. Uh, as I said, we reached there around like early morning, not early, so around 9 or 9:30, and it was like water was very chilling, and there were no much people since it's a weekday. Uh, yeah, I forgot to say this. If it is a weekend, and as I heard, it's going to be very much crowded. So better people can avoid this during weekends. So weekdays is preferable to visit this during this pandemic conditions. So plan yourself, visit during weekdays, probably in the early hours, so you will have more fun. That I can say, because we had great time here. We drenched, we took bath, we were playing for hours together, and just trying to climb all the rocks, and it was so slippery, and kids were like, oh god, they don't want to go start to home again, so they want to stay back. So a lot of them. It was so nice, and we just explored a little while going through the path, uh, but this place was awesome actually. Just enjoy the views of the water and water flow, and see how kids were enjoying, and it was very good. And guys, you will have fun for sure, and make sure you are not spoiling the nature over there by throwing the plastic or anything, and don't spread the eatables. We didn't find any monkeys over there because it was okay, clean, but make sure you are not spoiling the nature over there. And water was so good, so have fun over there. So hardly it takes 35 kilometers from Chittoor district headquarters to waterfalls, and yeah, from Aragunda it will be around 15 kilometers, and as soon as you cross the Madhavaram, just 1 or 2 kilometers, you will be entering into mud road, and which will leads to Royal Pit, which is of 15 kilometers. But as soon as you enter into that mud road in next 1 or 2 kilometers, you will find the you will find lot of vehicles, bikes all around, where people visiting the waterfalls. See, it was so nice. But if the flow increases, don't know what happens. Couldn't able to imagine the consequences. We were not able to go and sit underneath of the water where it is falling. Couldn't able to open our eyes. Couldn't able to look after. And it was amazing. So when we went initially, there were around 1 or 2 families, and who moved out of it, and where we alone stayed for more than an hour, and people like started to accumulate, and it's like, okay, it's time to leave. Guys, I'm just repeating again, whoever from Chittoor or around can make themselves little space visiting these waterfalls. This is so awesome. So because of recent rainfalls, so this is actually attracting people around. So make yourself comfortable and visit this. And there are around three ways where you can reach to that waterfalls. So don't try whatever the path we tried it. So it's really tough, and I'm not going to suggest that. So make sure you pick the right path and reach the waterfalls and have fun over there. So if anybody have any queries or info required, just please buzz me in the comments so that I can able to assist you and guide you through to reach the waterfalls very easily. So while returning, we find a good path where even bikes can drive from just like 300 meters from waterfalls to Madhavaram. It was very good. So make yourself free and visit these waterfalls. No charges, nothing, and no shops across. So I'm not promoting it or doing something, but it is very nice place to visit it. So hope I explained everything. So